Today's episode is going to talk about how to deal with going to therapy. So, one of my favorite things to do and in my Mental Mommy toolkit is to go to therapy. So, we're going to talk about that today because going to therapy has really been impactful for where I'm headed on my journey. And it also helps me to dig deep into the things that I need to heal so that I can be a better mom to my children. And so, today, that'll be what we'll talk about. Before we go any further, if this is your first time visiting, I want to say hi, I'm Giovanna. I go by the name MentalMommie, and I would like for you to take a moment to give us a thumbs up, like this video, also share this video, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when new videos come up about these awesome topics that you probably want to learn more about. Also, I want you to know that Mental Mommy is here to help parents achieve stronger family dynamics by teaching parents how to manage stress and mental well-being, leading to more positive interactions with children and family. So I am Mental Mommy, and so today I want to talk to you about therapy. Therapy for me has been super, super helpful. I remember going through trauma when I was younger. And I remember around 12, I asked my mom, hey, can I get therapy? Because I knew then with the things that I was being faced with, that I needed someone to help talk me through what was happening, especially because I realized early on that I was an extremely emotional being. And to me now, just understanding and going through therapy and learning and identifying my belief system, I'm super proud to be the empathetic person that I am, who is highly emotional and who is an empath and can understand her gifts. But growing up, it wasn't that easy. And as I journeyed through going to college, I had a very difficult time because I felt like I didn't fit in. And with those that I did fit in with, I felt safe. But those that I didn't, I would definitely start to have mental episodes of where I started to think, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not liked, I'm not appreciated. And I would go back into my shell and just sort of silence out or lean into what I know now, or maybe some addictions that I may have had that possibly tried to get in my way to stop me from my purpose. However, like I said, when I jumped into therapy, and I started learning more about me. I started identifying who I am. I started learning the parts of me that needed to be healed. I started forgiving my grandmother, and I started forgiving situations or people who had imposed themselves upon me through my journey of just life. I realized that I became more authentic and magnetic, meaning in my most authentic version, it's like I could just be myself and be okay with being myself. I always knew and understood that I was different, quirky, and weird, but at times that felt weird to just be able to feel like or have to feel like the odd man out. But I did, and it's okay because now as I live my life, I'm more appreciative of my uniqueness. I'm more appreciative of my authentic version of myself because I realize now I can only be me. I'm not meant to conform. I'm not meant to live under societal beliefs all the time. I know now what I value, what I believe, and I realize it's okay. It's okay to be totally different, totally silent, mysterious at some points because I don't share, but it's okay. And I want you to know if you're watching this and you're struggling with just being safe in your own skin or possibly dealing with trauma or healing, I just want you to know it's okay. I am a face and a voice of knowing that you can heal, that therapy does help, that you do feel better. And more importantly, if you're a parent, your children get to benefit from a healthier version of you. Okay. So the earlier you do the work, the quicker you do the work, the more beneficial and the more stress free and mentally well you will be because you've taken care of yourself. For me, going to therapy is doing self care because just like my physical body, and I need to go get physicals every year, I need to also take care of my mental because I know I have the tendency to struggle with my mental health. That means that I don't leave myself out there to be placed in mental attacks because I know that they can pop up. I know these intrusive thoughts are waiting to happen. I know there is some type of trigger that is waiting to get to me and test me almost to see how much I've grown and I've healed. Right before coming to do this video today, I was triggered where I was having a panic attack and I was in tears. I didn't want to cry. I did not at first want to even deal with it. I tried to ignore the trigger. I tried to suppress the actions and everything that was happening. But before I even decided to get off my bed, and after talking to some awesome friends, I realized that it's okay for me to cry. It's okay for me to push through. It's okay that I am safe. And more so because of my therapy and because of maybe my friends as well, it allowed me the opportunity to say, hey, I need to look at why I literally had almost an on full on panic attack. And I'm sharing this so that you can know you are not alone. It is okay. These things happen, but you can quickly recover from them if you have strategies in your toolkit and if you do things like therapy or meditation or journaling, where you're paying attention to your patterns, you're paying attention to your tests and triggers, you're listening to your intuition. And yet it all literally can seem and sound blurry because I promise you, before my trigger happened, I literally was telling one of my daughters, I'm feeling something. I keep thinking about something. So it's like my intuition was picking up something, and it's still not clear, but it's something that I still needed to address, something I need to get in front of. And sometimes when we get into these situations of where we are experiencing triggers possibly to our traumas or our insecurities or our hurts or our nervous system being dysregulated because we feel like we aren't safe, it's a time and a place to dig deep and see what blocks are in the way. And as you're on your journey to do whatever you were put here to do, you have to move those blocks out the way. So look at therapy and look at your tears and look at your tests and your triggers as a way to get you to the other side of your journey, to carry you through the process in the healthiest version and form that you can. So I challenge you today to understand if you're having a rough time, it's okay. Trust it, lean into it, explore it, and more importantly, contact a therapist to assist you. Work with a licensed therapist. I will advocate for therapy so hard. I know there's been times where I've even put my children in therapy, more so because I wanted them to have skills and strategies that I didn't necessarily know how to teach them. And even though I have been to a lot of therapy, there's still some things that I don't know. But more importantly, my movements to go to therapy is about making sure that I have a good toolkit and my children have a good mental health toolkit so that we can thrive and be productive in our purpose here on earth. And in doing that, it allows me to be stress free and manage my well being because of all the things I'm learning. So, if you are struggling, please, I push you, I urge you to go get therapy. It will be the thing that you really need, and you'll be so grateful for it. Yes, going to therapy at first can be triggering itself, especially if you're highly dysregulated. If there may be things or topics or sessions or activities that they want you to do that you may not can do at that moment until you're in a calmer state. But it's okay. Don't give up. Keep putting one foot forward to get the therapy. And I also want to let you know, even though I go to therapy, I still believe in God, my higher power, the universe. I still believe in those things. I still believe in my intuition. I believe in all of those things. All of those things work together, but your mind still needs support as well. So don't count it for naught and not do therapy. It's okay, because I'm a Black girl who goes to therapy, and because of my therapy, I've been able to do so many wonderful things in my life, and it's helped me to become a better parent. So once again, the challenge is for you to consider therapy and definitely reach out. If you have health care, make sure that you reach out to the behavioral services probably department. I think that's the department that you have to talk to, not just your regular physician appointments. It's behavioral health, I believe it is, in each insurance company has that department that can actually help you. But if you reach out to them, they will lead you, they will guide you. If you are in a crisis, please reach out to someone in your state for crisis support. Do not go at this alone. People are there. People are willing to help you and support you. There's many times I had to call on other people from the mental health aspect to support me in my journey. And look where I am now. All right. So you got this. You're put here for a purpose. You're going to do great things. And if you're a parent, you are going to be the best parent you can be. But first, take care of you, get some help, learn your strategies, and get therapy if you need it. All right? Once again, this is MentalMommie. Thank you for coming to watch another episode. Please make sure you give us a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, and subscribe and follow our channel. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.